Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not. Hello again, guys. Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. I hope you are all well. Today's video is just an update, some breaking news about Boohoo. Can't wait to get it to you. Before we get into it, please like, please subscribe to the page. If you're trying to grow it, you know the crack. We're doing well. And anything I'm about to talk today is just education. It is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You must do your own due diligence and make sure that you are comfortable before putting any money into any stock. Without further ado, let's get into it. Breaking news this morning, guys. Boohoo, £55 million deal to buy Deadness. What an acquisition by Boohoo. It sort of came out of nowhere for me. Yes, we've heard the news about Deadness going into administration over the last few weeks to months, but this is great. This is them opening up to a whole new sector, and we're going to explore it, guys. Let's get into it. So the breaking news, all the news articles are covering it, guys. Huge news. Boohoo buys Deadness brand, but all shops to close. Like that's unfortunate for all those that currently work in Deadness. I'm sure there's a lot of worried people today, but the writing was on the wall for Deadness, and I think Boohoo, in terms of their business model, have done something great here. They've snapped up one of the longest, best-serving brand names in UK High Street. Fashion retailer Boohoo has bought the Deadness brand and website for $55 million. However, it will not take on any of the firm's remaining 118 high street stores or its workforce. And Boohoo do run an online outfit, and they don't have any of those expertise to be able to run stores. And with the death of the high street, in my opinion, on the horizon for a lot more companies, it only makes sense that it all moves on to online. Boohoo has said it was a transformational deal and a huge step, but the deal means that up to 12,000 jobs at the department store chain are set to go. The 242-year-old Deadness chain is already in the process of closing down after administrators failed to secure a rescue deal for the business. The executive chairman says this is a transformational deal for the group, which allows us to capture the fantastic opportunity as an e-commerce continues to grow. Our ambition is to create the UK's largest marketplace. Our acquisition of the Deadness brand is strategically significant as it represents a huge step which accelerates our ambition to be a leader, not just in fashion e-commerce, but in new categories including beauty, sport and homeware. Now, they've done a wee bit of beauty throughout their websites currently, some beauty products. Sport, I assume, because they are emphasising that word, that it's more than just clothing. Those two alongside homeware brings on a new branch really of Boohoo. They're really only known for clothing, so that'll be very interesting. Deadness has always been known for kind of good quality stuff, so it'll be interesting to see what way Boohoo bring to the homeware section, because their clothing is seen as fast fashion. It's cheaply produced, to be fair, so it'll be interesting to see how they transform over to the homeware sector. Boohoo said its plans included transforming Deadness through the development of an exciting online marketplace, capitalising on the sector's structural shift to online. But if we go on to The Guardian, Boohoo snaps up Deadness for $55 million, as we talked about, but Asos in exclusive talks to buy Topshop. Now, in my previous video, obviously we knew Topshop and Topman, the brand was going under as well. Unfortunately, it was rumoured that Boohoo were going to be buying that brand, which seemed like a more of a natural fit. So for Deadness to come out of the woodwork is quite surprising, to be honest. Asos is a direct rival to Boohoo, so it's important to check out the whole market as a whole. News about Asos affects Boohoo, that's just the way that it is, so it's important to know what's going on. Asos frontrunner to buy Topshop, Topman and Miss Selfridge brands. So from reading this here, it doesn't look to be as far down the road as the Boohoo acquisition of Deadness, but it is something that's on the horizon, and you would imagine with them being the front runner now being reported and Boohoo having bought Deadness, you would imagine that this is probably the way it is going to go. So in my previous video I talked about Boohoo, the rumours of them probably buying Topman, so that is a bit of significant news that Asos are leading the way there. But the acquisition of Deadness is very interesting because they're going to expand into beauty, homeware, sport. That's a whole new side of things for the Boohoo brand, so that is exciting. And in my opinion, if you had to pick the two, probably the Deadness one is better because it's opening it up to a wider range of people. Deadness would be associated with the older generation outside of the sort of 20 to 30 bracket that typically the Boohoo brand would be assigned to, with Nasty Gal and all that jazz as well. This is definitely better news. It's exciting news. It's good. Currently we're up over 4.3% on the day. My position, guys. I bought in. We got the update on the earnings it was good in my opinion. We've pulled back a bit on the back of that, and now we're starting to ride it back up again. So I hope you have all topped up like I did on the lows there, and I believe again Boohoo in my opinion is always going to be a long-term hold. So this bumpy road, and we still might have a bumpy road with the whole Esther and the allegations and all that, it's still not completely dust settled, but I think with this here it just shows that, you know, the Boohoo isn't going to go away. It's long term. This site's going to open in a year. What kind of lead up we're going to get to that in terms of stock rise? It's exciting, guys. I'm in, and I just thought I'd drop this as soon as I possibly can. So if you like the video and you found it informative, please hit the like button, please hit subscribe. We're trying to grow it, guys, and of course if there's any more Boohoo news or any other of my stock news that have any updates to provide you with, guys, I'm going to do it as soon as I can. Alright, so thanks very much. Enjoy.
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.